London's Greek and Cypriot community cheers Archbishop Makarios as he attends church, following word that his exile from Cyprus has been ended. Another step following the agreement on the independence of Cyprus toward soothing the scars that still remain after the long crisis over the Mediterranean island, British-owned with largely Greek and Turkish population. Now Britain, Turkey and Greece join Cyprus itself in rejoicing over the end to a reign of bitterness and terror.
This is Nicosia, the capital since the 7th century and the main centre for the island. Today it's spread well outside the old walled city with hundreds of modern apartment and office blocks as well as a large international airport. These operations are of course an exercise, but in any strained or abnormal atmosphere, troops could well be called upon in earnest. The force in Cyprus now is made up from 7 countries formed at episcopacy, has grown to more than 100 members with a long waiting list. On the slopes of the magnificent Troodos mountain range, which occupies nearly half the island's total area.
Four minutes past 6, and the first of the Turkish troops have landed in Cyprus. About 5 of these aircraft passed over in the last 5 minutes. They were guided in by jet fighters, and the very first paratroopers are now hitting Cyprus soil. İleri!
Summer 1974. Turkish forces invade with U.S.-supplied arms and occupy 1/3 of Cyprus. And attempted to assassinate him.
says if we get tight. Pardon?
It is the United Nations patrol in the Rica Palace.
Royal Fusiliers at the British military base of Takalia watched the Turks with anxiety. The British base borders Famagusta. The Turks are unsure of their position. The British are unsure of the Turks. If the tanks seek to pass through the British base on their way to Famagusta, there'll be a confrontation. There is no communication between the two sides. Suddenly, without warning, the Turkish army opens fire on the base. Abandoning its strongholds, the last ragged battalion of the Greek Cypriot army flees from the Turks. The Greeks seek to escape through the British Takalia base, but the British, mindful of trigger-happy tanks, refuse to let them pass.
If you come through, they might start shooting.
I know.
I'm sorry, but...
I know that. Maybe... Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Come on. Tell Zero that this battalion is moving round.
The defeat for these Greek Cypriots is a humiliation brought on them by their own commanders, the Greek officers from the mainland who led the island's army, who had tried to murder Makarios and replace him with a thug called Samson. Their wild dream of a Cyprus ruled from Greece provoked the Turkish invasion, led to this catastrophe.